Hey everybody, it's Wendy. Welcome. Super excited that you're here today because I have been busy making cards. We are going to do a stacked die cutting technique today and create some really gorgeous, unique, fun cards. This video is completely inspired by Jennifer McGuire, and there's more information about her on my blog if you're interested. Okay, this is the Trim Your Stocking stamp set and framelit set. I'm sorry. Yes, that was the framelit set. We're also going to be using the layering square dies. So first I'm going to do all of my stamping and just kind of get it out of the way, basically. I'm using Old Olive ink here, and I'm stamping 2 large holly leaves and then 2 small holly leaves. And my plan was to stamp them all together, but my stamp stuck in my ink. And normally that is something I would have edited out for you, but I just wanted to show you that it happens to me. It happens to everybody. So one of the things that you can do to fix that problem is put a little bit of Tombow glue on your back of your stamp and let it dry, and then the stamp will be tacky, but it won't glue to the block. But anyway, that was just a quick little tip. Here's some cherry cobbler ink, and I'm going to stamp little buttons for the holly berries. And then I'm just going to set this entire set aside and let it dry and move on to my die cutting. So the coolest thing about these stacked die cards is that you can make a bunch of cards from just creating one card. So you need 4 dies that nest inside of each other. So Stampin' Up's layering circle framelits, the sweet and sassy hearts, the squares, the ovals, any of those will work. And I took 4 of them and then I taped them together using Post-it note tape. Then you need 4 pieces of cardstock. I chose crumb cake, real red, chocolate chip, and cherry cobbler because I wanted kind of this very warm, homey, country feel for this card. Then I'm going to take all the die cuts together, cut them all at the same time, and then punch out all the pieces. And I'm going to very carefully remove the largest die, letting the other 3 dies stay intact with the Post-it note tape. So now you see I have this big hole, and I'm going to line it up over my second piece of cardstock. Then I'm going to center the framelits inside that open space, and I'm going to kind of peel back my Post-it note tape here so that I can see and make sure that this is centered. And then I'm going to hold those framelits down with one hand and then remove the top piece of cardstock with the other hand. Now, you notice that I started with the piece of cardstock that I want on top. So the largest framelit cutout is the one that you're going to want on top. So then I cut the real red piece, and now I'm peeling away all of the inside pieces that it cut. And I am going to peel away very carefully that largest framelit that's left. So now I'm down to 2 framelits, and the process is going to be exactly the same. So I didn't show you all of that because it's just tedious. And so then you're going to stack them all together, starting with the smallest square, going up to the largest square. And so you have this really cool kind of telescoping die cut effect. Now what's really cool about creating these cards is I have all those little pieces left from the insides that I cut out. So I can create other cards with those. And I'll show them to you at the end of this video. Also, I trimmed all of these pieces of cardstock to 4 inches by 5 1/4. So I had strips of cardstock left over as well, and I created cards with those. So I'm going to show you those at the end as well, because I really wanted you to see how many awesome cards I was able to get out of creating this one card. So I took a piece of vellum and stamped in Versamark ink and heat embossed in Whisper White the sentiment "Celebrate the Season," and that is from that Trim Your Stocking stamp set. And then I've adhered all 3 of these pieces of cardstock together. They're ready to go down on the card front. And I am using a very vanilla card base. It is cut at 4 1/4 by 11 inches and folded in half to make an A2 size card, and it is top folding. Top folding is my favorite. I love top folding cards. This is Scotch foam tape. I am obsessed with Scotch foam tape. It is my favorite thing to use on a large base. So if I'm putting down something really large, I will use Scotch foam tape instead of Stampin' Dimensionals. Yes, I am sure that there are people out there that think I'm crazy, but that's okay. And then if it's a small base, I would use my dimensionals because those come in really handy. Okay, so I'm using my fast fuse here to cover this piece that is going to go down, but before I put this piece on, I needed to adhere the sentiment to it. So I wanted the sentiment to go right over that hole, so I just kind of eyeballed where it would go and kind of moved it up and down and got it in place where I thought that I would want it, and then folded the vellum pieces over to the back because I've already put that adhesive back there, so then it would just stick and I would have this open window here and be able to put this piece of vellum right over the top. And then it kind of, I don't know, it's like a floating sentiment basically. It's kind of cool. I got it a little snug, so I had to take it off and do it again. So the only thing with it being a window is it was a little bit difficult to do this. While I'm doing this, I do want to share with you, there is an awesome sale still going on. You can buy 3 packs of designer series paper and get 1 free. That goes till October 31st. And then I have free card kits and a free pack of stitched felt embellishments available to anybody who places a $50 order or more with me using the current host code that's on my blog. It's also listed below in this video. All the host code is a code that you put in when you place your order with me. If you can't figure out how to get the host code put in, that's okay. Just place the order. I'll add the host code later. And if your order is over $50, at the end of the month, I will send you a pack of stitched felt embellishments, which are valued at $9. And a card kit, 3 card kits that create cards using those embellishments. So it's a really great deal and super, super cute kit. All right, so I'm putting my little holly berry buttons on, and I absolutely love them. I think they are so sweet. I managed to get a little glue right there. Thankfully, it just wiped right off, and it'll dry clear, so shouldn't be an issue. And then I've got another one going in the top corner. I really couldn't decide if I wanted just 1 or 2. So, also, I do a live Facebook video every Monday on my Facebook page at 4:30 p.m. So if you can join me live, that would be so super awesome. I would love it. And if you can't, you can always catch the replay the following Thursday on my YouTube channel. So there's that. All right. So that finishes this card up. Now for show and tell. I really couldn't get enough of this technique. So I made this one, which has seemed to be the family favorite. My sister-in-law and my sister both came over and said, oh my gosh, I love that card. So the green one with the hearts, it's got that same telescoping. Here's all my little leftover pieces. I have my little heart pieces too. And I got busy making other cards with these. So I have to show you those here in the photos. So first I have these gorgeous cards that I created using the leftover strips. If you can see there, I did emboss them. And then here are the little leftover dies that I created more cards with. So I ended up with all these beautiful cards out of making one card. So awesome. If you'd like to see more videos from me, you can click on either one of the images that you see here. If you want to subscribe to my YouTube channel, just click on the little circle that has my face in it. Give me a big thumbs up. Leave me comments. I love those. I hope you had a wonderful Friday. And if you're watching this on Friday when it comes out, and have a great week. Thanks so much. Bye.